Hi, I'm Sigrún and this is just going to be an intro video onto who I am, what this channel is going to be about, and how I got involved with Freya Aswin for this book. So the book I just released on Amazon and soon to be Kindle in a couple of days is called Runes, Healing, and Diet. So about this time last year, in August of 2019, I was on the Facebook group Runes for Runesters, and I saw Freya Aswin posted that she was going to be doing rune classes for $35 a lesson, and this was an incredible deal just to be able to take classes from a master like Freya Aswin with such high esoteric knowledge on the runes for that price. And so I took classes with her nearly every Sunday morning for several months, and then we came up with the idea of a book because I have some medical knowledge that I was able to implement in rune studies, and she thought it'd be a good idea to expand upon those ideas. And also the idea of dieting came up because I was currently trying to find a diet plan, and she said, why don't you come up with a diet inspired by the runes? And so I went to work on the book kind of at the start of the coronavirus. So we came up with various correspondences to the runes and healing and to the 9 worlds, and if you buy the book, you'll see all the correspondences. And in this channel, I will go over those correspondences more in detail and additional correspondences, and then also the diet plan. I'll be doing diet advice, and then also workout videos that people can do, mostly geared towards women. Men too can do them, but mostly focused on women's problem areas, which will be the arms, the midsection, and the thighs. On this diet, it's 7 days are lined up with the gods and goddesses of the Norse pantheon, and it's very much centered around high protein, low carbs. You're not counting carbs, but you're just eating enough carbs just to feel good. This diet's about feeling good, but just maintaining a low carb goal. And I've lost about 19 pounds on this diet within a matter of months. I started at 195 pounds and got down to 176, and still dropping, still working out. So I got to that point where several years ago I was pregnant with my son Björn. He was an unusually large baby. When he was born, he was about 9 pounds, and I had no complications during my pregnancy. I did not have gestational diabetes. I did have anemia during my pregnancy, but they wanted me to deliver naturally considering Björn's large size, and I actually asked that I be induced several weeks earlier than when I actually gave birth, and they refused, saying, oh, well, it's not the hospital policy to do such a thing. But that actually turned out to be in my detriment, not my, not the best thing for me. So they had to rush a C-section after I was in labor for about 30 hours. And during that rush C-section, unfortunately, I had a negative reaction, which was a small bowel obstruction, which I had to be transferred to another hospital for them to fix. And I ended up in the hospital for 17 days, going through several rounds of different antibiotics to treat what was actually sepsis, which the hospital, they didn't actually tell me I had sepsis. I knew it was serious, and I asked them what the infection was, and they just said, oh, it's a serious infection. So I was in the hospital for 17 days altogether, and my husband, who was a new father, was taking care of our baby boy all by himself. There was an enormous amount of stress for me to get out of the hospital and to just stay alive. And during my last night there, I didn't even know it was going to be my last night there. I decided to do a meditation because I was starting to lose confidence in the hospital's ability. So I decided to listen to Wardruna's Uru's song and do a meditation to help the antibiotics do their job. And the next day, my counts were down and they released me. So I give credit to the runes for my cure and getting out of the hospital and surviving that whole ordeal. And you'll also see in the pages of the book another side effect to that whole ordeal is they put a PICC line here in this arm, which caused a DVT, a deep vein thrombosis, which is a blood clot. And I was on blood thinner therapy, Coumadin and Lovenox, for about 5.5 months. And I also used the runes in aid of that, mostly Raidu and Lagus. And I found other applications for the runes due to my various health complications in order to help whatever ailment I was having at the time under drug treatment of provider, doctor, pharmacist, whoever. And that's also what I suggest to anybody who will be following me and listening to what I have to say about runes for healing, is that they consult a medical professional or they use the runes in conjunction with a medical diagnosis. Now, I hope you guys are interested in what I have to share on this channel. Until next time, take it easy.